All right, y'all, let's talk about it. It pains me to have to do this video, but we got to do it. So, you guys know I posted a video maybe 1 or 2 days ago regarding Carlee Russell, who is the young lady in Alabama who was allegedly on the freeway when she saw a 2-year-old and then like somehow disappeared out of the thin air and with her stuff in the car, etc. My video that I did, I talked about her, but more specifically, I was talking about how Black women are an afterthought in society. And I still stand by that, regardless of what the outcome of this case is. I still stand by that. Okay, let's put a stamp on that. But the people are saying Carlee is lying, and it's not looking good, you guys. So let's go ahead. Let's get into it. Let's talk about it. I want to see what you guys think. Now, Saturday night, early Sunday morning, when Carlee just popped up out of thin air, we were all glad, right? Of course, this young Black woman, she's safe. She hasn't been harmed. We're happy. It's a victory. It's a positive. But immediately, I think that things just started to not add up. Like the story started to it's like, okay. And then, like, of course, her mom's like, well, we need our privacy at this time, which that's kind of like par for the course. I feel like when these type of tragic events happen, until the details get sorted out, the family says that they need their privacy. Okay, whatever. But today, y'all, there's some everything in this video is alleged, okay? There's some more details that have surfaced that are very problematic. And I'm praying it's not true, you guys, but it's not looking good for Carlee. The word on the street, and this is alleged, but I'm kind of leaning towards believing it, is Carlee Russell is giving all the Jussie Smollett vibes possible. So, allegedly, they're saying that she planned this entire kidnapping. She planned this. And supposedly she's going through some type of breakup with her boyfriend. And she planned this, y'all. That's what they're saying. And they're saying that they have friends who can corroborate this, that have allegedly spoke with her throughout this whole ordeal. And they are saying that she was terrified because it just all started to unravel so quickly. And she didn't think that it was all going to pan out and play out this way. I think she was hoping to just kind of get the attention of her boyfriend. She didn't know that it was going to hit the interwebs and Beyonce's internet and take off like this, y'all. So again, it is alleged that she's going through something with her boyfriend. And so she did this to get his attention, said that, or she didn't say anything, but she played this out to look as though she was kidnapped. Obviously, when you're going through something with someone, some people play that card. They throw the S word out. They say they're going to take their life, throw the S word out, or the kidnapping thing is wild. But they're saying that she did this to get her boyfriend's attention, and then for 2 days hid out at the Red Roof Inn. So remember, the Red Roof Inn, I was kind of like, well, how does the Red Roof Inn in Alabama, how does that come into play? Well, allegedly, she did all this, had everybody worried, and hid out at the Red Roof Inn to try to let this all kind of go through the motions. But she didn't realize this was going to do what it did. And of course, she got shook and scared because she didn't think that this was going to take off like this. Like, who would think that? But then again, who would do that either? And then she went ahead and showed her face and showed up, I guess, at her mom's house. And I think that is why everyone is so mum and so quiet about what is happening, because I'm sure her mom is like, girl, I'm sure her mom is getting in their ass right now, because if that was my daughter, I would be like, are you crazy? And it's embarrassing. Again, I have to keep, emphasizing that this is alleged, but I'm going to be honest, it's looking like this story might be true. And that's also why her boyfriend was so quick to go and take to Instagram and say, I had nothing to do with any of this. He had to ensure that his name was clear, because, when things like this happen, the first person they look at is the boyfriend. So is Carlee Russell a liar? Is she capable of that? Of course she's capable. People are capable of all kinds of things. If she actually did this, this is a mental health issue. Like, nobody in their right mind would do anything like this and stage a kidnapping like of this capacity where 911's being called. You tell your friends what's going on. Hey girl, this is what I'm doing. Don't say nothing to nobody, but I'm pretending like I'm kidnapped and I'm gonna be posted up at the Red Roof Inn for the next 2 or 3 days. Don't say nothing to nobody, and then resurface because the shit is getting hot and then you see it's all over Black Twitter, Black Instagram, all in the Shade Room, and then it makes it to CNN. Yeah, she's scared. But is this a mental health issue? I think this is a mental health issue. There's no other explanation for this. Look, we've all been in a situation where we are being rejected or we have, yes, this has happened to me, where someone that I was in love with or I really wanted to be with didn't want to be with me. We have all been in situations like this. This is part of being a human being. This is part of being vulnerable and opening up your life to somebody. This is not exclusive to Carlee Russell if this is in fact what happened. The bigger issue is we have to put mechanisms in place that people know that they can't do stuff like this. We're all going to go through heartache and breakups and everything, but we cannot utilize 911 emergency resources for bullshit like this. Like, this is just not okay. I'm not saying she should go to jail if it's true, but like, somebody had to say something to her. So in closing, ladies, men too, but specifically ladies, let me just say this. As someone who's been there, done that, been through things, been through heartbreak, all of these things. One thing that I've learned, we don't own people. We don't. And you cannot force someone to be with you. You cannot do silly antics that are not healthy for you or the person or your family to try to force people to be with you. Because if they do decide to be with you, do you really want it? Because then it's going to be sympathy and it's still not going to last. This is not going to make him want to be with her. He's probably, honestly, more disgusted now if this is true than he was before. I know I would be. I would be like, okay, I definitely, if I didn't know for sure if I wanted to be with you, I definitely know I don't now, because you need mental health assistance. So if it's true, I hope that she's able to get the help and get the therapy that she needs. I wouldn't want someone to even be with me out of sympathy because they feel like I got kidnapped. Like, this is not going to keep him. I guarantee you. It's not going to work. And she's young, like I think she's 27 or 28, but people, we have to allow them to make their own decisions. We don't own people. People have the right to leave our lives if that's what they want to do. And you have to have the maturity to allow them to do it. If you're suffering, you have to get help, spend time with your friends, take vacations, see a therapist, talk to your pastor, but you cannot force people to be with you. So let's try to give her grace. Again, this is all alleged if it's true, but let's give her grace and pray for her and hope that she can get through this. But yeah, this is not okay. And it's just unfortunate, you guys.